time is August 1963. Speedy Scot, trotter, pride of Castleton Farm, and winter book choice for harness racing's coveted Triple Crown, arrives in New York. Owner Fred L. Van Lennep pronounces his 3-year-old trotting star ready for the $135,000 Yonkers Futurity, the first stake of the Classic Triangle. A capacity crowd at Yonkers Raceway groans as favored Speedy Scot, number 6, goes off stride at the start. But driver Ralph Baldwin at once has the great horse back on the trot. At the finish line, it's Speedy Scot for 1 mile in 2 minutes and 3/5 seconds, followed by Flawless second and Valid Hanover third. With the first leg of the Triple Crown under his belt, Speedy Scot and Baldwin usher in Grand Circuit Week at Wolverine Raceway in the Matron Stake racing event. A select field of trotters included Fred Walker, Victor, Lucy's Victory, Clinton Hanover, and Filter. In the backstretch, Speedy Scot sets the pace. Down to the wire, it's the Baldwin-trained colt pulling away to win with a 4.5 length lead. At DuQuoin, Illinois, it's the first heat of the Hambletonian, the second leg of the Triple Crown of harness racing. More than 40,000 fans see favored Speedy Scot beaten by outsider Flawless in a world and Hambletonian record of 1 minute 57 3/5 for 3-year-olds. But Speedy Scot won the second heat, bringing it down to this third and final heat. And the favorite was up to it all the way. Driver Ralph Baldwin kept him in front and just shaded Flawless in another sub-2-minute effort. An amazing performance in the trotting world. Here's the final stretch of the third and final heat. The victory meant more than $50,000 for Speedy Scot and his owners, Castleton Farm of Lexington, Kentucky. And in the winner's circle, we see the great trotter with proud owner Fred L. Van Lennep. By popular demand, Speedy Scot and driver-trainer Ralph Baldwin, fresh from their Hambletonian triumph, made a return appearance at Wolverine Raceway, Livonia, Michigan. The fast track offered promise of a new record. The wail of the bagpipes set the mood, and the fleet pair met the challenge. The greatest son of speedster and Scotch love showed his class in a flying start. The first quarter was turned at 30 1/5. Passing the tote board on the first trip for the half mile, it was 59 3/5 seconds. 1 minute 30 seconds and 2/5 at the 3/4 pole. 2 minutes and 4/5 seconds finish. It was a new track record for Wolverine Raceway, and the crowd loved it. Mrs. Ralph Baldwin and owner Fred L. Van Lennep joined the great pair for well-earned congratulations on a record-shattering performance. The Kentucky Futurity at Lexington was the final hurdle for Speedy Scot. He faced a field that contained his prime contender Flawless, Cheer Honey, Glidden Hanover, Quentin Hanover, Elma, and Captain's Boy with their top drivers. Established as the odds-on choice, the Ralph Baldwin-driven and trained champion came out of the starting gate with a great burst of speed that held all the way, and he came home in easy fashion for the mile. A record 1:57 1/5 seconds. The second heat was a repeat performance. Speedy Scot took a commanding lead that held. In the dash for the wire, the bold colt set another mark of 1:57 2/5, a world's record for 2 heats. This gave the winner the Triple Crown, only the second to turn the trick. Kentucky's Governor Bert Combs joined owners Mr. and Mrs. Fred L. Van Lennep of Castleton Farm in the winner's circle to salute Speedy Scot, world's greatest money-winning trotter for 1 year and Harness Horse of the Year in 1963.